All right, there we are. Hey, everybody, how are you? Hold on, let me get my earphone in. Nope, that's wrong. Nope, that's wrong. Very tricky. All right. Hey, everybody, welcome into this Tuesday night edition of Pugs and Parker, proudly present Pillow Talk here on the Radio Misfits podcast platform. Let's bring in James Parker without any further ado. Hey, James.
Good morrow.
Are those the applause level? Is that too loud?
No.
That's fine?
Yeah, sounds okay.
That's not too loud?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. All right. Got some new sound effects for our game tonight.
Oh, you do? Okay, so what are you playing them off of?
I don't know. A thing that's on the desk. Buttons. Okay. So give me my correct answer. Okay. And this is your correct answer. Okay. Now give me your incorrect answer. I like that. That's classic. And here would be the one I'm using. Yeah, it's just very sad for you.
I have that too. I have the instead of the trombone, we went to the. And if you get it extremely, I have different levels though. Like it keeps sort of accelerating. The worse your answer is, the worse it can get.
All right. Well, you know what? Don't challenge me on this because you're only going to get. You know what? I'm having a problem with my computer. I don't know what the deal is.
Well, here, this is where it ends up. If you get the worst answer possible, I hit this button.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard.
Okay.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Why you gotta go so hard? Why you gotta steal my soul?
I know, that was Billy Madison.
Jeez. All right, well, here's what we're doing. First of all, you all know us. Hi, I'm Pugs Moran. He's James Parker. Together, we're Pugs and Parker. We do this every Monday through Thursday evenings at like 9 o'clock. Sometimes it's topic, sometimes it's trivia. Well, guess what tonight is? Tonight is a trivia night. James, you want to tell everybody what we're going to be doing this evening?
Okay, so we are going to be doing Sopranos versus Cheers. Now, I'm not saying this is like our favorite shows of all time, but this is among the biggest, most relevant shows of all time. These are our favorites.
Well, this would be a show that you are quite familiar with and should know minutia and trivia, as the Sopranos are the same for me.
Yes. There's a little bit of a difference because there's probably like 10 times as many Cheers episodes as Sopranos episodes, but they're only like 22 minutes long. So, there's a little balance in the fact that, the body of work is probably pretty close.
Can I just bring your attention? Of course, what song is this? This isn't the start of the trivia contest.
Everybody knows your name.
Wouldn't you like to get away?
James, are you familiar with the version of the theme that was a semi-hit in America in the mid-1980s? I mean, certainly you know the lyrics to the Cheers theme, but do you know the lyrics that are missing from that song?
So I've gone down that rabbit hole before because in my Cheers watching experience, I noticed in the first 2 seasons, the opening intro is like 90 seconds, which is unheard of these days. Mm-hmm. And really, back then, that was still pretty long. And so, since YouTube has come around and put these things at our fingertips, I have gone back and listened to the song. I did not know it was a hit. I don't remember it being played on the radio, but I grew up in Bug Tussle, where we just pretty much had someone with a wash tub bass and banjo playing.
Well, any comment on the lyrics of what the song is actually about? Or, it's pretty dark. It's pretty... Here, let's listen to it, because I don't know that a lot of people know the lyrics that you don't know from the TV series. Here's this. Let's just listen to it for a minute here.
All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail, and your little angel hung the cat up by its tail, and your third fiance didn't show.
Wait, what? This dude's life sounds kind of wrecked.
Sometimes you wanna go.
Okay, so turn to alcoholism. That's the song's about, turning to alcoholism when everything else in your life is absolute garbage. All right, hold on. We'll get more. There's more.
Troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
Hi, Gary. Brady, Frank, John, Jeff.
Roll out of bed, Mr. Coffee's dead. The morning's looking bright. And your shrink ran off to Europe and didn't even write. And your husband wants to be a girl.
Wait, what? James,
That's new. Nope, can't say I've heard that before. Cannot say I have heard that version before. Oh my goodness.
Did you know that was coming? That's kind of out of nowhere. One more time, because you may not have heard it, you folks in the chat room. You may not have been paying attention close enough. I think this is the third verse. Let's see.
Even right.
Yeah.
Bed, Mr. Coffee's dead. The morning's looking bright. And your shrink ran off to Europe and didn't even write. And your husband wants to be a girl.
That's what he said. Okay.
You glad there's one place in the world where everybody knows your name.
How crazy is that?
How relevant to 2020? Ahead of its time, really. Prescient.
So, absolutely.
Prophetic, really.
Hold on, let's see it. Maybe there's more.
And they're always glad you came. You wanna go where people know people are all the same.
There's a good minute left in the song. There's going to be another verse.
Yeah, it's got it. Now it's going to roll into the verse that's actually in the intro.
Oh, wait, unless they do like an 80s horn solo.
Clarinet or is it soprano sax?
Okay, they're going to go back to the chorus.
Clarinet.
Yeah. They're just going to milk the chorus to the end there. But okay, an interesting little song. I had no idea. I did not remember. I do remember that song being played on the radio.
No way, they didn't. No, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know. There's a reason I didn't hear that on the radio. They didn't play it on the radio. They didn't play Your Husband Wants to Be a Girl.
Yeah, they did. Yes, they did. They absolutely did. And it was cheeky back then. All right. So I am going to be presenting James with some questions regarding the hit television series Cheers. And he will be presenting me with the same kind of questions, except concerning The Sopranos. Now, James, I want you to know something before we start here, okay?
Okay.
Let me get my paper and all my stuff so that we're ready to keep. Who's keeping charge? James, you usually do that. Make sure somebody in the chat room is keeping score.
I think Brady, Gary, Jennifer, one of the Leslies did it last time too.
All right. Does anybody in the chat room want to step up and be our official scorekeeper?
We'll just work on the delay there. Someone will step up. I got 20 questions. Is that what you have?
I do. I have 20 questions.
Okay. So
but here's what I want you to know about my questions. I don't know how you put this together. James, I actually came up with original trivia questions. I did not go into like some list and find 50 great Cheers trivia. No. I just went to the Cheers Wikipedia page and for about an hour and a half fell down a Cheers and Cheers universe Wikipedia hole that allowed me to craft, I believe, 20 of the finest Cheers trivia questions ever crafted. And I present them to you as my brother.
Well, my concern with the questions that I'm putting forward is about a fourth of these. You're going to think, well, that's just easy. No, not everybody knows the show like you do. Not everybody's going to remember all these names because I think you're going to, I don't know, you're going to be misled because you are so deep down the Sopranos rabbit hole. But some of these questions I pulled, I found one of those like 88 trivia questions from the Sopranos, and I picked out kind of the best like 15, and then I wrote like 4 of them.
I don't think I'm going to do very well here. I think that if anybody wants to sit down and have a really deep conversation about The Sopranos, I might be your guy. But for some reason, I really don't think Because I don't remember names, I just remember situations.
That is tough for TV shows. Like even in your favorite TV shows, do you really remember everyone's name? That's going to be the hard part, but I'm pretty sure you're going to do well.
All right, who gets to go first? Do we flip a coin? How do we do this?
You'll go first. In season 2, Tony regifts what items to his maid's husband that he got from Richie April? You remember that episode where Richie April gave his gift, and then
the jacket.
Yeah, so there, yeah,
good. Tony, how's the jacket? And then you've got
you think that's a pedestrian question, but half the people that are watching this are going, "Oh, I would have never got that. I remember that, but I don't know if I remember that." There you go.
All right, James, your first question in the category of Cheers, one of the television shows that you are most familiar with. First question begins, James, what year did Cheers begin and on what network?
I would say 1982 on NBC.
Oh, is correct. Very good, James. James on the board with a correct answer.
All right, number 2 for Pugs.
Okay.
Who does Tony tell that he will get made at the end of season 2? Tony tells someone he's going to get made at the end of season 2. Who is it?
Oh, man. Okay. So, I mean, he was always sort of flirting with Christopher in that regard. It may have been in season 3 that Christopher got made, but was there somebody that he misled? Is there somebody that he was I'm going to say Christopher Moltisanti. I'm going to go with that. Oh, really? Oh, wonderful. See, I started to overthink that. I started to think that maybe this was.
It's okay to not rush into it because mistakes will be made if you don't go slow.
James, here's your second question for you in the category of Cheers. Who is credited with creating Cheers? Who is credited when you're watching this show? Who is credited with creating Cheers?
Glenn Charles, Les Charles, and James Burrows.
That's correct. Look at him on the board. So far, we're both 2 for 2. All right.
It was either that or like Miley Cyrus or something.
That is very true. Well, I think some people maybe just don't make a distinction between Glenn and Les Charles. So, they're like, oh, and what's the other guy? It's Les and what? I thought maybe I'd catch you there, but no. Okay, I'm ready.
So it was just at the front of every episode. That's the only reason I remember it. All right. This might be one of the tougher ones here, Pugs. Number 3 is, what's the name of Meadows' half black, half Jewish boyfriend who she meets at Columbia and Tony gives him the talk, like date your own kind. What was that dude's name?
Noah.
Oh, you remember Noah? Okay.
Wasn't it Noah Goldstein?
It was, yeah. Okay, yeah, it was Noah or Gold.
I think it was like Noah Goldstein or something like that. What?
Yeah, it's like a double Jewish name. It's like Goldberg, I think.
Yeah, maybe something.
Yeah, but you got. I just got Noah there.
James, here, sorry, I skipped over a whole bunch of my finely crafted questions. James, we all know that Diane Chambers comes to Cheers after being abandoned by her fiance. James, what was her fiance's name?
Nick Cannon. No. Sorry, I cracked myself up. Hang on. Not Arthur.
Just think of the most elitist.
I know
East Coast Rhode Island Yacht Club name.
It is. And when he's crap. Oh God. I remember all the other ones. What is it? God damn it.
You would be looking for Sumner Sloan. Yeah. Sumner Sloan is the name that we're looking for there.
God, it hurts so bad I don't remember that.
Diane Chambers' fiance on Cheers, Sumner Sloan. Sumner Sloan. Okay.
Ouch. God, that's painful. All right. Next one for Pugsy here. What's the name of the priest that Carmela has a unusual friendship with throughout season 1 and season 2? What's that dude's name?
Oh, Father.
Yeah, that's the first part.
Father. Oh, is it begin with an O? It's a very Italian name. He's from Yonkers. Oh, what's his name? Father. I'm gonna have to lay down on this one. I'm gonna have to lay down on this one. Father.
Father Phil.
Father Phil.
Father Phil.
All right.
Phil
Father Phil in Cantilla. In Cantilla. That's what it is. It's Father Phil in Cantilla. That's what it is. Okay.
All right. Next.
Okay. For James in the category of Cheers, my category is, of course, Sopranos trivia. James is Cheers. Let's see here. James, what is Coach's real name? What is Coach's real name?
Nick Cannon.
Oh, no.
Ernie Pantuso.
Ernie Pantuso is correct, ladies and gentlemen. James on the board. Ernie.
We're 5 in. Can we get a scoreboard?
I've got 3-3, and I'm just counting correct answers. Every time we get a correct one, I read so I got 3-3.
All right.
With me up.
Then I guess you're up now. What's Paulie's first name? You know, Paulie Walnuts, his first name's not Paulie. What is his first name?
Yeah, Paulie's name is it's not Giacomo. It's
Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Jennifer.
Paulie's real name is Ma. Like his mom called him this.
Yes.
Oh God. I'm gonna take a loss. I'm gonna take a loss on this. I don't know.
So bad. Peter
and Paulie, the cousins. He told the story about Peter and Paulie and why he's Paulie. All right,
that is a tough one.
All right, James. When Norm entered the bar in Cheers, James is answering Cheers questions. James, when Norm entered the bar in Cheers and everyone shouted, "Norm!" What did Diane say?
Hello, Norman.
Correct. Another right answer. Very good.
I liked her. I like Diane Chambers.
Me too. Do you know that she was a big star in Chicago years before? She was the Homemakers girl. She did local commercials. Or was she any Chicago people in the room? Was she John M. Smith or Homemakers? But whatever. She did like these TV commercials. She's really cute.
Absolutely shocked she didn't have a career after Cheers. She left, to go pursue movies and stuff and never did.
She did some stuff. But yeah, she did not blow up. No.
She'd have been better to stay. Number 7 here for Pugs and Sopranos. In season 2, Tony, Christopher, and Paulie all take a trip to what city? When they go to the old country, what city do they go visit?
Oh, man. Avellino.
No, Naples.
Oh, Tony's from Avellino. Come on. They visited Avellino.
Yeah, they stopped by. They picked up Furio in Naples, and I think didn't he smash his cousin there or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Christopher got junked out of his mind and missed the whole trip.
I know. What an idiot.
Uh-huh. See how much fun it is that we can talk about The Sopranos because you've seen all the episodes now?
It helps, right? It helps. We're deeper friends now.
It's fun. All right. James's next question. James, what is Norm's full legal name?
Oh, let's see. I know it's Norm Peterson, but Norman J. Peterson. Is it Norman James Peterson?
Mm-mm.
Dang it. What is it?
Would you be shocked to learn that his real name in the show is Hillary Norman Peterson? Hillary is his real legal first name.
Damn it. Forgot that. All right. Number 8 for Pugs. What meat market serves as that meeting place for the mobsters? They're always hanging out at the meat market. What's it called?
Satriale's.
Yeah. See, now you think that's easy, but a lot of people are like, "Oh, I would have never got that."
The pork store, Satriale's.
Yes,
pork store. Get a parm sandwich. It's the best in North Jersey. James, this could be a tough one. I would think this would be a tough one, but I don't know. I looked at some pictures and it seems to have been made obvious. during the shooting of the show, so anybody watching should know this. James, we know that Sam Malone pitched for the Boston Red Sox, but what number did he wear on his jersey?
Was 33? No.
Is that really?
No, that's my guess. I don't know.
33? It is not. I'm sorry, James. The correct answer we were looking for was jersey number 16. 16 of the Boston Red Sox. Sam Mayday Malone.
It's been a lot of episodes. Just didn't remember the number.
That's all right.
It's painful. All right. Adriana had a dog named Cosette. It perished in season 4. Who killed Adriana's dog, Cosette?
Christopher got all junked up and sat on her on the couch. Killing Cosette. Oh, Cosette, my poor baby Cosette. What? I didn't know she was there. What? That was his excuse.
Not my fault. I didn't know.
I fell asleep and she climbed under me. Remember, that's what he said. She must have gotten stuck. Okay. James, we all know. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. We all know that he was nicknamed Coach, but where in life did Coach and Sam meet?
He was a coach for the Red Sox, like the third base coach for the Red Sox when Sam was a reliever for the Red Sox, and then they also had a stint together in the minors.
So by that answer, the stint in the minors would have taken place before the majors. So your answer would be that they met in the minors?
I think so.
Is correct. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. They met in the minor leagues after Sam's father had died. And Coach was kind of nice to him. Or somebody. Sam's life died. I don't know. I don't remember the details. Okay, congratulations to you. That's another point for James. We are doing a Cheers versus Sopranos trivia contest. James is being asked to answer questions concerning the television show Cheers, whereas I am sitting here facing Sopranos questions. James, hit
Number 10 on Sopranos trivia. What restaurant does Tony set on fire to prevent Artie Bucco from getting whacked?
Vesuvio.
Dang. I'm not sure if I would have got that, and I just watched it.
Vesuvio.
I just finished it. I'm not sure I would have got that.
Artie Bucco's Vesuvio. It's a very highly regarded restaurant in that part of the world.
And DeVille.
Delicious. Let's slipping a little bit, though. Slipping a little, Lisa.
All right. Give me number 10 here, and let's get a score.
Let's see. What kind of car does Sam Malone drive?
Oh, he drives a Corvette. Come on, man.
Okay, I'll take it. Red Corvette is the answer.
He comes up a lot in that show, his car. Corvettes. So yeah, that's 10. We're halfway through now. What are we doing at halftime here? What's the score?
Let's see. Correct answers for James. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct answers for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are tied up. Can we get a confirmation of a 6-6 correct answer tie from the chat room? We'll wait. It's halftime.
Look how good we did on the difficulty of the questions. Not too easy. 6-6. Thank you, Jennifer. We're probably going to have a Leslie confirmation here, and that'll make it official. It's like
thank you, Jen. Tied. Leslie confirms. All right, continuing on.
Number 11. What's the name? This is probably the second most difficult one. What's the name of the racehorse that Tony Soprano once owned?
James, who are you playing with here? I used to have a picture of Pi Oh My in my office. That's me. Pi Oh My.
Never. I would have never got that.
Pi Oh My. The horse.
You have a picture of the horse. What?
Yeah. Haven't you ever seen those pictures? Like you can buy those at like Spencer's Gifts. You know, like they're like a poster, and it's the one of Tony Soprano standing in front of the horse. You can also get Kramer from Seinfeld. You know, there's the one of Kramer.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, your next question is, James, when Sam went back to get his high school diploma, why does he get a bad grade from his geography teacher? When Sam goes back to get his high school diploma. He gets a bad grade from his geography teacher. Why? What's she got against him?
Because he used the wrong pronouns. I think it was.
No, you don't know?
I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember why.
Because they had sex when he was a student there. That's Sam. Sam and the teacher hooked up, and he came back all these years later, and he basically ghosted his teacher, his geography teacher, and she got even with him all those years later.
Oh, I see. All right. What's the name of the theme song to The Sopranos?
Woke up this morning.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
I didn't know. Maybe you say "Got Yourself a Gun" or "Full Moon in Your Eyes" or something. Yeah. No, it's "Woke Up This Morning."
Let's see here. James, where is Woody Boyd from? Woody Boyd. Where is Woody Boyd from? I want the city and the state.
Oh, he's from Hanover, Indiana.
Oh, look at that. That's money right there. Hanover, Indiana.
From French Lick, Indiana.
All right.
That was their rivals growing up, French Lick. Where Larry Bird's from?
Oh, yeah. Central Indiana dirtbags.
I don't think Hanover's a real place, though, is it? Is there a real Hanover, Indiana? I don't think there is.
I don't think well, there's a million Hanovers, but yeah, I don't think there is specifically a Hanover.
Freaking love that. All right. Who steals Svetlana's prosthetic leg?
I'm sorry, I was coughing.
I'm sorry. Who steals Svetlana's prosthetic leg?
Janice!
Yeah! That's a great setup.
Janice Sopranos stole Svetlana's leg. Janice!
What a
let's see here. Okay, James. Woody and his childhood sweetheart, Beth Curtis, were voted what in their high school yearbooks? Woody and his high school sweethearts were voted what in their high school yearbooks? I'll give you a chance to think about this.
They were like the fattest couple, or,
yeah.
right? The most likely to eat, or most likely to eat themselves to death, or most likely to
keep going. You can keep going. You're gonna get there.
Most likely to die from eating.
No. I'm gonna have to.
They were fat asses because they started eating incessantly because they wouldn't have sex, and so they were substituting food for sex, and so they gained like 30 pounds in one episode, and they had to break up. Yeah, most likely to eat each other.
All right, no, that's not it.
Damn it, I don't get it. Credit.
They were voted in their yearbook most likely to explode because they were very fat, and as it turns out, their eating disorders were caused by their religious sexual repression. There you go.
What kind of awesome high school has you vote on the most likely to explode?
I know. One in Indiana, in Hanover.
Well, you've heard the stories from my high school, so we're not too far off. I've got some horrifying stuff. What's the name of Tony Soprano's lawyer for number 14 here? This is not the consigliere, but the legit lawyer.
Ah, man.
You'll know the last name when I say it. But.
Well, you're not talking about Hash. You're talking about his lawyer, the guy that holds his money for him, and Sid Irv. I mean, it's something. It's like a crooked Jewish East Coast mob lawyer name. It's like Sid or Irving or yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to come up with it.
Neil Mink.
Mink. That's it. Mink. All right, maybe it wasn't quite as. Oh, sorry. Wasn't quite as. I don't know, racially insensitive, ethnically insensitive as I thought. That's it. That's what I was looking for.
Right.
All right. Why did Woody arrive at Cheers? What were the circumstances? And I'll let you sort of wax poetic on this. I'm not looking for anything specific. Just what is your understanding of why Woody was introduced? How did Woody show up at Cheers?
He wanted to move to the big city to find his fortune.
But why Cheers? Why did he show up? That's the larger goal. But why was he in Cheers on that day? Why did he end up bartending at Cheers?
Man, someone told him to go there, but I don't remember who.
It's beautiful. You're going to shed a tear when you find out. It's beautiful. No, James, that is incorrect. I'm sorry to tell you. Woody was in Cheers that day because he wanted to meet his lifelong childhood pen pal, Coach. Coach. He was there to meet Coach, who he had been pen pals with for Woody's entire childhood. Woody had no idea that Coach was like an 80-year-old man. Woody just thought he was talking to another kid. All right, that's okay.
All right, we're on to number 15 here in Sopranos trivia. Who killed Ralphie in his own kitchen floor? Who killed Ralphie on the kitchen floor? Season 4.
Okay. How did Ralphie go? Richie was killed by Janice. Oh, Ralphie was killed by Tony. Tony killed Ralphie. Yeah.
Now you're picturing it in your head.
They were making breakfast. Tony
kind of escalated from there.
Mm-hmm. They had some disagreements. Ralphie was an irritating guy. James, let me ask you this. Since we've already established that Woody and Coach were pen pals throughout Woody's life growing up, the question here is, over the years, James, instead of letters, what did Woody and Coach exchange over the years? Coach and Woody were... Coach was Woody's childhood pen pal, and Woody thought Coach was a kid, and it turned out that Coach was not a kid. And
they were just exchanging pens.
Pens is the correct answer. That's right. Over the years, Woody and Coach exchanged pens as pen pals. There you go. That's a funny joke right there. Well, even just as a trivia question, that's a funny joke. That is good writing on that show.
So that's number 15 for both of us. That's 3/4 of the way through as we go in the home stretch. Can we check the score real quick?
Okay, I've got James 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For me, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. By my count, I'm pulling away. Can we get some confirmation from the chat room? I've got it. Let's see what you got there in the chat room. I'm gonna take this time to have myself a sip.
All right, Jennifer and Leslie both confirmed. Thank you, ladies.
All right. Appreciate you, gals. Hope that wasn't patronizing. I just meant it from a place of kindness.
If you were offended, that's your problem.
Yeah, because I'm trying to be nice. I'm sorry.
All right, number 16. What is Tony Soprano's mother's first name?
Olivia.
Okay.
Olivia. No, it's actually some weird Italian version of that, but yeah, Olivia. All right, James. Let me see here. I wrote more than 20, so I want to make sure I get you the absolute best ones because there are a couple of dogs. And by dogs, I don't mean easy or hard. I just mean they're not really well thought out. Not fun. Okay, here's a good one for you. James, what was the name of Lilith and Fraser's child?
Frederick.
Frederick is correct. There you go.
Marquise.
There you go. Lilith and Fraser had Frederick.
Blue Ivy. Who played what's the name of the actor who played Ralph Cifaretto?
What's the name of the actor?
Yes.
That's Joey Pants Pantaleone. He is one of the great Italian dramatists of all time. I love Joey Pants. Come on. And more than likely an actual made guy. But that's
Shut up.
Didn't we have this conversation before?
Yeah. Okay.
He hangs out with those guys for real and always has.
Well, that's cool. My turn?
Yeah, your turn. Oh, yeah. James, what multiple Academy Award-winning actress portrayed Fraser's first wife? What multiple Academy Award? It was revealed that Fraser had an ex-wife, and that she was a very famous self-help author, and Fraser felt very controlled by her. She was portrayed by a 2-time Oscar-winning actress who was nominated for her guest stints on Cheers. Name her.
The woman who her name was Nanette Guzman.
Yep, that's the name. But no, I'm looking for the multiple Academy Award-winning actress who portrayed her.
The I don't recognize that broad. I've seen her in other things. I was like, hey, that's Nanette Guzman.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's Emma Thompson. That is Emma Thompson. Well, she's got 2 Academy Awards.
Don't clap for that. Don't clap, audience.
James
I don't
doesn't
deserve
know.
it. I don't
She
deserve
used to
I
be
don't want
married. All right, James, here's the deal. Back in like the mid and late 80s, she was married to Kenneth Branagh. You know who Kenneth Branagh is?
No, dude. Are you making this
Okay,
up?
and here's why. She starred in a whole bunch of Jane Austen novels that were nominated for Oscars, and you never saw them, and I never saw them because they were Jane Austen novel movies.
What
And
are
then
you
he
talking-
starred in a whole bunch of Shakespeare stuff, and then they starred in a bunch of Shakespeare and Jane Austen stuff together, and that shit we just don't see. But yeah, she's a very famous actress. All right.
555-6792 was her phone number in that episode.
Okay.
She turned it into a song at the end. She gives him a little doll that sings.
What's Emma Thompson, man? I think she's cute as hell. Always has.
6792.
Dude, Love Actually. She's the star of Love Actually. You know what? I can't do this anymore. All right.
What the hell's Love Actually?
Love Actually is my favorite Christmas movie of all time. Move on. Just move on. You want to do, you know what? Closer to Christmas, we'll do a favorite Christmas movie trivia contest, and James will do Love Actually for me.
Okay.
and I'll do one for him.
Yeah, Die Hard or something. Okay. For you, I don't know. I think this is hard. You might knock this out of the park. What's Junior Soprano's real first name?
Corrado.
Corrado is correcto.
Corrado Soprano Jr., known as Junior.
Junior. Yeah, Corrado. I've never met anyone named Corrado. I've never even heard of anyone named Corrado outside of that show.
James, let's see here. When the series began, James, how many children did Carla Tortelli have, and by how many men? When the series began, how many kids and how many different fathers? When the series began.
I think she started with 6.
6.
Is that right so far, or can I quit guessing?
No. How many different fathers?
3.
No. The correct answer is when the series began, Carla Tortelli had 4 children by just the one father, Nick Tortelli.
Okay. I got way ahead of myself on that one.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, well, she ended up having a couple other kids by a couple other dudes. All right, number 19. What's the name of the strip club run by Silvio Dante?
Bada bing! Bada bing out there on Route 7. As we learn when AJ and his friends are out trucking around, and the one friend says, "Doesn't your dad own a strip club?" And AJ goes, "Yeah, somewhere off Route 7." All right. James, your next question in the category of cheers as we do this trivia night. Me answering questions about The Sopranos. He answering questions about Cheers. James, your question here is, when the series ended, how many children did Carla have, and by how many different fathers?
She had
4 in the beginning. We established that
she had 7 kids by 3 different fathers.
7 kids. When the series ended, you're saying 7 kids by 3 different fathers.
Yes.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
When the series ended. I'm sorry. I'm got some. Nope. No, you are correct. Yes. A little drama there, but yes, you are correct.
She had twins from the nerdy professor that she didn't want to marry, and then she had another kid with Eddie LeBeck.
I think she had the twins with Eddie LeBeck. I think she had the twins with him. Remember now,
she had Ludwig with the professor. You're right.
I fell in a Wikipedia hole, so all this is very fresh in my mind. All right, give me mine. Come on, here we go. Let's do this. I feel like we're nearing the end of this.
All right. Do you remember the character Tony Blundetto?
Yes.
Who's the actor who played Tony Blundetto?
Tony Blundetto, played by the great Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi,
Right.
ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
All right, James. James, the character of Cliff Clavin is a postman, but that wasn't decided until the very last moment. What was Cliff Clavin's original occupation supposed to be?
The hell should I know?
Trivia, because you're supposed to know trivia. All right, I'll give you a different one.
You're giving me something that didn't happen in the show.
I'll give you a different one. Well, but I'm giving you trivia. Okay, so the parameters are, I was just giving you general show trivia. Like, you know.
Fair enough.
All right, so he was supposed to be a security guard, but they thought that a postman, they thought he might be a little bit smarter from reading all the magazines, so that there would be more of a possibility that all the nonsense he's saying could be right, because he does have access to all the mail. But a security guard was originally what he was supposed to be. Okay, do you want that one, or do you want another question?
No, another question, please.
Okay, James, who recorded the theme song, Everybody Knows Your Name?
Sure as hell don't know that one either. So go ask you with the chainsaw. I don't know.
Just weird. Gary Portnoy. Gary, Everybody Knows Your Name, as recorded by Gary Portnoy.
The guy from Barstool Sports?
I guess. Yeah. It is Boston. That is where they started.
That's Greg Portnoy.
All right. Anything more from me, or is that it? Are we done?
No, we are done. That's 20. All my 20 questions. I did 20 questions. I'm pretty sure you won by at least 2 there, if not 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for James. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know. It got screwed up at the end. I don't know.
15 to 10.
15 to 10. Well, that was fun. We're going to have to do a Christmas movie version of this. We'll have to decide what our Christmas movie is. My Christmas movie very well might be It's a Wonderful Life, but I think it's probably going to be Love Actually.
I think I'm going to do Christmas Story. If I had to choose one, that's probably the one I like the most.
With Ralphie. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you'll do Christmas Story, and then I'll maybe do It's a Wonderful Life or something. We'll see how that goes. While I have you here for the next couple of minutes, did you watch the big soccer game today?
I didn't. I was out at the farm chopping down a tree, so I didn't get to watch. I'm ecstatic they won. I kind of, I don't know, like games like this I don't want to watch, because if they lose, then I just like spend an hour and a half of just gut-wrenching time. And if
really you're that invested, that's because I'm just the opposite. I'm curious. I'm being open-minded, and I'm curious as to what's going on here.
Well, notice I'm not actually so invested. I'm stopping my life to go watch the game. But I mean, I got chores I got to do at the farm, and this was the good time for me to do it, because my kids screwed up the rest of my day bad. And I'm ecstatic they won. I just didn't get to watch the game. I am going to watch on Saturday. That's for damn sure.
So Saturday, who are they playing on Saturday?
The country with 1,000 names. It's the Netherlands.
Okay.
Holland.
All right. So I watched the game today, James. And there was this moment. I need you. Look, I'm open-minded. I've watched every single moment of every Team America World Cup game so far. I watched Wales, I watched England, and I watched one today. Recorded it, waited for it to end, watched the entire thing. There was a moment in today's game where there was a free kick, where I guess that's a really deadly point in a soccer game, where somebody could score. And let me tell you, not a whole lot of opportunities for scoring, at least not in the games that I've seen. So they line up for a free kick, James. It's very dramatic. I mean, the crowd is getting hushed, and all the guys are bunched together, and the camera's on this dude, and it's his big moment. And we're running down. We're like in minute 85, right? So it's like, this is like a big moment in the game. And the referee blows the whistle, and the game starts, and he goes for his free kick, and he kicks it, and he boots it like 50 yards into the stands. It's like not even near the net. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? All that build up. And then it's like, I was trying to think of what that would be like. And it would be like if, a game-winning field goal in an NFL game, and the kicker lines up, and instead of kicking it, he just punches the ball, or he just kicks it and line drives it right into the face of the holder. How does that happen? Is it just that they're so out of control with their emotions that they can't help but kick it like 30 yards? I mean, dude, he didn't even miss close. It was, and
Yeah,
the goals are big. So explain this to me. What happens there?
Okay, so there's a couple of factors when you're kicking a free kick from distance. You have two things that will get you past the goalie, because when you're at a distance, the goalie can cover the entire goal if you just try a normal shot. So you either have to do this howitzer cannon that is going so fast it is basically still going up by the time it's getting to the goal, right? So you really have to kick it at about a 4-degree angle, and that's not an exaggeration because it will do that depending on what kind of spin you put on it. The other option is you sneak it around the wall, either right or left, bend it this way, bend it that way. You go around the wall. And to do that, you have to hit the edge of the ball. And when you're kicking a soccer ball there, if you do like the little time lapse, there's a moment where your foot is in the ball and the ball is just covering your foot. The air is so compressed that you have your foot inside the ball.
Right.
And while it's
Why
there,
did he miss so badly? It was like,
while your foot is in there, you are doing a flick with your ankle to get the spin on it. That's how they do the spin, is while you're in it, you kick one side of the ball, and while you're in it, you flick away, and you can get a massive spin on it. That will get it around the wall. The goalie will lose sight of it if you can keep it low enough, and it'll sneak in. By the time it gets back into his vision, he might not have enough time to react. So the precision, the level of difficulty is off the charts, because you're also trying to kick this thing 70 miles an hour. And if you're just off by one fraction of a degree, the results are drastic.
All right. I just thought it was a big letdown. It was all so exciting. Free kick, hushed crowd, announcers, big tense moment, and then just like boom, like not even close. and he's anyway. Hey James, here's another question about soccer, which I did not know, but I learned today while watching the game. James, what is the recognized soccer capital of the United States?
There's not one.
It's a city. It's a major American city.
No, there's not one. There's not a soccer
Yeah,
capital.
no, there is. The
there is?
Yeah, the team headquarters is there, and U.S. Soccer and all that stuff. And apparently, it's got some crazy history dating back to the 1920s. St. Louis, Missouri. 3 of the players on Team USA are from St. Louis, Missouri, and came up through the St. Louis, Missouri prep leagues and whatever. I didn't know that. I was like, that's kind of random.
I wouldn't have known that. No.
Yeah. What's the other thing? I am loving one of the most enjoyable. Look, 1-0 games aren't that enjoyable. I'm down for the country though. I'm watching. One of the most enjoyable things about this World Cup, the David Beckham, Peyton Manning commercials are so funny. They're so funny. Have you seen these?
Soccer? Yeah. Football. Soccer. No, you called it soccer. No, I didn't. Yeah, you did.
Yeah. They're great. They're really funny commercials. I like them both. That's all I got. I can rant about this Christian Pulisic dude. I don't like him. He rubs me the wrong way, but whatever. I guess he's Captain America, so we got to root for him. But hey, come on. Hope he's okay. He got hurt today.
Yeah, he'll be fine for Saturday's game. He had a hip contusion, which is just a big word for a painful bruise on your bone. So it shouldn't restrict his movement. He's just going to be in pain, and play through it, Christian. You have to do this.
He seems like I've seen him flop so much in the last 3 games. That's why I'm like, I don't know these guys from Adam. It was a clean slate. I could have absolutely loved this dude, but he really does seem to be an overly dramatic player. Like, I can't believe he did that to me.
I agree. I don't like that either. I find that completely distasteful. And one of the things I've enjoyed about international soccer is how each team sort of takes on the personality of the culture, and stereotypically you can just kind of guess who are the people who don't flop, Pugs. Who are the people who you can't take them down with a Mack truck?
Yeah.
Germans, they don't flop.
They don't?
Germans flop. French will flop. You cross the Rhine over there, you cross Sorbanes, or what's it called? Alsace-Lorraines. And all of a sudden, they're just flopping all over the place. The Spanish are flopping, Portuguese are flopping. And it's funny how they take it on. And so
very acceptable. It's very that sort of lack of masculinity, that vulnerable state of bitchiness seems to be very accepted by those people.
It's repulsive to American culture too, but soccer thrives in places where that's repulsive. Soccer thrives in Germany, and that they don't do that.
I bet you there's no way that shit thrives in Australia. Those people are like us times 10. That's like a country full of Texans.
We
Oh,
wish
yeah,
they were. I mean,
the Australians are tough mofos,
they're
man.
not all Crocodile Dundee. I just saw them all have concentration camps over the flu for a couple of years.
No, that's government, dude. These people,
True,
I'm telling you, every Australian I've ever met is more masculine than me times 10.
Another team that doesn't flop, Japan. You would have guessed that, wouldn't you?
Well, they don't pretend, because when you've had, a nuclear attack.
Well, they have their honor. They're the people that if they fail at their job, they kill themselves.
Yeah, and also they've been absolutely conquered through atomic weapons, so it's like they're not gonna. They're them flopping would be like sort of, hey, we've been there. We don't have to pretend.
Well, it's funny because it's very cultural. Like anybody south of the Rio Grande, all the way to the South Pole, it's just a big fat line of floppers. Mexico, Costa Rica, Honduras, Venezuela, Colombia, Brazil, Argentina, Chile. They can't stop flopping for 5 seconds. It looks like you're frying bacon on the field halfway through the game. It's ridiculous. It's embarrassing. I find it very effeminate, and I found it very dishonorable. And if that's
shameless, it is absolutely shameless. Have you no shame? You must on some level know that this is being recorded and that everyone around the globe is watching a replay of you not get injured while you're laying on the ground writhing in pain. We just saw you totally. You guys came close to clinking knees, but you didn't. And the video showed it, and you're acting like you did. And you are right now being outed as a liar.
Okay, so growing up, no one flopped. There were flop things. Sometimes if you played like a Mexican team, and I don't mean that as pejorative. I mean like there's Mexican leagues here, and you would go play in the Mexican leagues. You would see floppers, and then in the high school, some of them would flop because they're just from a different culture, and it didn't fly with ours. But on my high school team, no floppers. We didn't allow flopping. If someone on our team did it in practice or did it in a game, we would reprimand them and be like, "You don't do that. We don't do that."
That's not.
And so in college,
soccer.
In college, same thing. Most of us were American. We had a few foreign guys come in. Half of them were stoic. The guys from Africa didn't flop, and the guy from Japan didn't flop. But like the guy from Romania flopped. The guy from Honduras flopped.
And now Americans do it. It's pretty regular even in the American game. And do you think that's because of the influence of like Premier League type play over the last decade or so, that now they're seeing how the game is played at the highest levels? And if that's something that needs to be replicated here in America, so be it. Whereas you came up more in the 90s when it was still an Americanized version of soccer where you didn't flop. And, maybe there were. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I cut you off.
No. You're fine. The thing about the American team, when you watch international soccer, is about half of these guys are not American. And I don't mean like they're colors. No, I mean they are from like Germany and they grew up in Germany, but their dad was in the Air Force. And so he's technically has dual citizenship. So when he gets to the highest levels, he would be a third stringer on the German national team, but he'd be a starter on the American team. So he chooses that. And like the last time we were in the World Cup, it was funny. There were two brothers from Ghana, and one of them played on the Ghana national team, and the other brother played on the American national team. And it was just because they had a familial tie, some sort of excuse to have dual citizenship. And you see players go from team to team. So our American team isn't as American as it sounds to the outside world. Only about half of them are actually American. And Pulisic kind of did the same thing. He got sucked up into the professional soccer world at a very young age and spent most of his formative years, the later teen years, in England. Yeah. So he was playing. I think he played
in the German league. Played in the German league for like 4 years, Bundesliga or whatever, between 17 and like 19, and then he went to England. I fell in a Team USA wiki hole too. That's how I knew there were so many from St. Louis, and that the headquarters was there.
I am. I feel your pain though. As a fellow American, I find flopping the most distasteful part about soccer. And until it gets solved or at least improved, it's not going to catch on here. We are not Germany. We have other options. Because Germans find that distasteful, but they still like soccer. Well, they don't have football and basketball and all this other cool stuff that we've got going on. So, soccer's got competition over here, and they're going to have to fix that if they want to get bigger than they are now.
All right. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. What are you going to do?
What am I going to do?
I have got my
Nothing.
All right. Well, you have fun with that. Hi, Michael. There's one guy. Oh, is there a guy on the national team from Little Elm? That's cool. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
McKinney, I think it's from Little Elm.
All right. Very cool.
The guy that had his hair dyed. With did you see the guy with the red, white, and blue in his hair?
Oh, the black kid? The black kid with the fro with the red. Oh, yeah, that guy's awesome. I saw him today, and I saw his hair, and I was like, oh, really? He's from Little Elm. Oh, very cool.
Guy from Little Elm.
My own stomping ground.
Last time we were at the World Cup, a couple World Cups ago, the team captain was from Nacogdoches.
Look at that.
All
right, James, go away. Look at me kicking him out. Oh, I tried to kick him out before. Tried to go a little bit quicker today. All right, you guys, I'm going to bed. You guys have a great night. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Join me tomorrow for high noon, 12 o'clock. All the topics of the day, current events, headlines, trends, hot topics, the buzz. I do it every day, Monday through Friday. Just me, sitting here in front of a camera screaming about stuff. That sounds even remotely appealing to you? Join me right here tomorrow. Noon. Central Standard Time. All right, I'm out of gas. Can you tell? You sure can. Bye, everybody. See ya.